Hey guys, this is Ramcraft. What's going on? Welcome to this is Ramcraft English commentary. We have a break from the ASL. We're going to be waiting for the semi-finals, and in the meantime, let's enjoy a nice game between Effort and Flash. Two legends. We're going to be having some nice game in the Laddernet series here. These guys are going to be having some fun. These are not sponsored games. This is not the daily pro leagues. And they're going to be warming up and entertaining themselves. There's going to be a little chit chat in the left side of the panel. I'm gonna leave the chat transcript in the video description and the pinned comments, so please go ahead and check that out so you can know about what these guys are saying. I have no idea what they're saying. I will have to actually translate it later. But yeah, the map is going to be Dominator. We're going to be having Flash versus Effort here, and just quickly show you what this map looks like. Flash located at the 6 o'clock, 6:30, 7:30-ish positioned, and Effort located at the 3 o'clock position here. Flash going to be coming up with a very, very nice build. Just going to be going for supply depot. By the way, this game is nice. This game is nice. I don't know how, what will unfold here, but I know there's going to be some craziness happening. So please just enjoy the game with me here. And as you can see, Effort is also having some nice time. He's going to be scouting in the wrong direction. And it looks to me like this is going to be overpool. That's right. So I finally learned what is overpool. Overpool is when your overlord comes out when the spawning pool goes down. Oh my god, it's so easy to remember. So easy to remember. I hope I will remember it, Juri Sensei. By the way, thank you very much, Juri Sensei, for your transcription, translation, transliteration of what the Korean guys are stating in the studio of the ASL. So very much happy to have you as part of the Namcraft crew. Everyone, feel free to click on Juri Sensei's comments and go and subscribe to him. I guess you won't have any of his comments here because we will have nothing to translate. That's right, but I will take this time to start to thank some of my fans who have supported me in the last days. We're about to reach the end of the ASL, so if you have not yet bought me coffee, I think the time to do it is like soon, right? Because otherwise you will not have to buy me coffee for a long time, something like 4 months, 5 months, something like that. So just go ahead and think about it. We'll be having the spawning pool completed and some Zerlings are coming out. So let's go ahead and start to thank some people. Wait, where's my thanking stuff? There it is. The names are appearing in the top left of the screen. And let me just quickly maybe just check who should be on it and who should not. I guess everyone should be on it. Mr. Chuck Norris Spider-Man, where are you? There's Mr. Chuck Norris the Spider-Man. That's right. Wait, I'm not seeing him. There it is, Mr. Spider-Mind. Mr. Chen from Taiwan. Mr. Sea Goblin from Norway. Sick Life. Yo, what's going on? What is going on, my friend? Zerlings are coming across the map, and also Mr. Who else? Let me just quickly move through the rank here. Mr. Peter from Poland. Mr. JW, and of course Horji Marine Medic. Horji Marine Medic, thank you very much for your medical support. Mr. John from Sweden. Two new members, Mr. Chen, I've already mentioned. Mr. Bobby Fisher and Mr. Sullivan. Mr. Sullivan is actually from Poland, but I would just have him as this avatar instead. And Juri Sensei, thank you very much for your translation so far. Go ahead and check out Juri Sensei's YouTube channel and subscribe to it. And I guess that is going to be the normal fan people, and then the VIP fan is always, of course, going to be Mr. That's right, Mr. Thomas the Flying Dutchman. So thank you very much. Let's put all of those guys away and let's focus on this game. What is Flash doing? Commands that are coming down. Engineering Bay, so it looks to me like he's going to be going very, very standard. There is Academy for going for the upgrades. On this map, of course, Effort has got a good chance to attack against Flash's backdoor here. All of these areas are very, very vulnerable, especially in the early game. And Flash going for Bio is going to play right in. It's going to play right into Effort's hands here. Sniping the scouting SV. There's going to be a 2-base Mewtwo build coming up, and the third hatchery possibly will get planted in this area in some point in the future. Maybe, okay, Effort's going to try to go out and expand. This is very, very ballsy. Very, very ballsy. But of course, Flash, we need to actually see it first. For now, he's just sticking to his standard build. Are we seeing something here? Is it going to be a second barracks? I guess it will be a second barracks, right? I mean, he's not going to be going for some crazy factory now that he's put his engineering bay down. And +1 weapons underway, as well as the academy. What is being researched in the academy? Let's just quickly take a look. There is going to be Stimpack. And behind this looks like Effort's gonna be waiting. Okay, he's gonna expand in this area. This is This base is on high ground, right? That's right, this base is on high ground. Let me just quickly show you. There it is. So there's another base down in here. You know, at some point you will see it. And effort, we need to hold this area with something. Spire done. We are seeing +1 weapons upgrade for the air forces. And 4 mutants getting made here. Flash is sitting back. Interesting. He's gonna be going up to a lot of a lot of barracks here, but he is not showing that he's gonna be moving out here. Of course, Flash vision is very limited. He doesn't know exactly where's the third base located. Nice team here, of course, very good. Testing the waters here for Flash. He's got enough medic to heal those Marines for a while. We are seeing 1 Mutus, 3 more. Excuse me, a total of 3. And there's going to be a scan. What is Flash looking at? He's just checking for the presence of the Sunkens. We just dive in, and looks like these turns completed a bit late here, but now they're on, and those Mutalists are taking way too much damage. Flash is not yet moving out. I guess he would try to move out just to actually pull these Mutalists away from his home. The Mutalists are attacking very nicely here. We have about, 7 Marine and 4 Medic, and they're starting to move across the map. It looks like effort is not returning to save his expansion. 1 more which is gonna get attacked here. We do have 2 Sunkens. I mean, now they're just creep colony, they're just CC at the moment. Not yet transferring into full Sunkens yet, and it looks like Flash has decided to move across the map. Will he actually attack this front? Or will he try to find the third hatchery somewhere on this map and snipe it? We shall see. For now, Flash's vision is quite limited. So he is not gonna know exactly what is the best place to strike for now. By the way, after this game, we'll have another great game between Flash and a very dominant Zerg player. So just stick around, and I guess we will see how it happens. But for now, Flash has enough to penetrate. If he actually attack now, he might go right in. The Mutas are going to be waiting out here. The 11 Mutas have decided not to go. I'm not so sure exactly. And why the hell does effort think you can just hold his front with 2 Sunken? It's kind of beyond me. I think 2 Sunkens cannot defeat 11 Marines and a couple of medics, right? But effort is doing a lot of attack. There's going to be an attack here. There's a blocking evolution chamber. The Marines are trying to do the maximum work as possible. They will get maybe 1 Sunken. Inside of Flash's base, everything is completely evaporated. This last Sunken is about to fall though. This last Sunken is sniped, and Flash gets right through. He's going to try to go to the man. Looks like Mutas, are they returning? No, there's going to be a small base right here. Looks like SCs are running fast, and the drones are trying to run away as well. And this Spire will fall. The upgrade will not complete on time. That is really unfortunate. What is going to be the plan here for effort? He's returning. He actually needs to snipe as many Marines as possible and gets the maximum damage done on the SCV. The Sunkens will fall. The third base has got how many drones? He's got a few more Mutas. I guess he's got no money to make anything but just Mutas. He's about to save some of his drone though. On the side of the map, looks like Flash has got no mining. He's going to try to float some of his commands around. And what is going to be the plan here for Flash? I guess he wants to get the spawning point and retreat because the Spire is gone. As well as the lair. Anyways, I think now efforts to try to focus attention on trying to snipe some buildings, some Marines on the high ground here, and trying to take care of these Marines returning. But this is a huge bio wall from Flash. It's going to be very hard to stop them. For now, we still have 8 Mutalists and a couple of Zerlings. And I think more Mutalists have been morphed here in that groups, and we're going to be having Sunken probably just going to be going to hide. I mean, 90 meters, you cannot make anything. Where is he going? Where is he thinking possibly is going? Because 90, can you make a simulator thing? A simulator is like 100, right? Quite sure the cost of a simulator is 100 minerals. But anyways, I guess he will come out here and find some openings. And as for Flash, he will find the last base to actually destroy. This area is completely evaporated here. There's nothing here. Zerling's attacking some random units. And Flash still has got a bit of a scanner remaining. He has seen the creep. So we will go there and take up effort. Can effort try to hide himself? Where is he gonna try to? I guess does he have enough money? He's got 90. I think. What is this thing? What is the price of what is the price of an assimilator? I thought it's 100. How could effort could possibly hide it? Anyways, Marines are coming out, and now there's nothing inside of this base, and effort is waiting for the last possible minute to put down his his assimilator. I guess he's gonna put it down now. So I guess okay, it's not 100. What am I saying? I'm such a noob. I always assume that an extractor is the same price as the assimilator for the Protoss, but it's not. So give me a second. I'd like to give you the full upgrade on that here. We check my dictionary. This is such a noob mistake for me. Buildings. Extractor. Extractor is 50. Oh my god. And Assimilator? Assimilator is 100. That is so unfair. That is so unfair for Protoss to have to pay $100 for an Assimilator. Anyways, these Marines are going to be looking for some openings. The command centers are mostly gone. No more SCVs. It's going to be just 9 mutas versus a bunch of Marines here. Of course, Flash wants to find the Assimilator, but he doesn't have any vision. He's going to try to float the barracks to the various location. We're only at the 10-minute mark of the game. And it's going to be some insanity happening here. The Extractor is the only thing that's going to keep effort in this game alive. His 9 mutas, we need to find those Marines and attack. Marines got +1 weapons and +1 armor. Mutas have 0 upgrades so far. He's going to try to attack here, and one of the mutas is very damaged. I think it's going to be better for effort to leave it. You know, pull one of his weak mutas back. He's about to pull. He pulls one of the worst ones back, but he takes a couple of hits. Our number of Marines are falling down very fast. What is going to be the Flash's plan? He needs to actually spread his barracks out in a different location and try to find those additional Extractor there. And looks like Flash will need to send a force. He cannot just go here and fight with a couple of Marines. He needs to really find that Extractor. And because now, you know, Flash has got only floating buildings. All of the buildings on the ground are burning very fast, guys. No, there's gonna be no chance for Flash to win unless he can actually save all of his barracks. But anyways, looks like only 6 mutas remaining. Things are looking very difficult. I guess now, effort has changed the game plan. He wants to eliminate Flash instead of trying to win the game here. Overlord getting sniped. But these barracks are burning and you cannot repair them because there's nothing to repair. There's going to be some mutas attacking some burning buildings on this side of the map here. And Flash has got 3 barracks remaining. He's got 3 barracks. These units, of course, these buildings will burn. What about that one? I think that one will burn as well. And there's going to be a few more barracks happening here. And it looks like Flash is still looking for that Extractor. Not able to find it. Effort is about to burn out a lot of these buildings. And if they get into the red, it's GG's over. It's over. So this is why barracks are going to try to hug these Marines right here. And Flash, you need to stay here. I mean, can he spare 1 Marine? That's gonna be the question. If he wants to spare 1 Marine, it might get sniped by, you know, by some Zerglings or maybe some other mutas. It looks like Effort's gonna spread his forces out, making sure that he can actually cover everything here. There's another Overlord on this side of the map. And, you know, I think Effort just need to take some chip shot at these barracks. He doesn't need to take full shot. A few pick shot. Okay, he picks up a few weak Marines. Very nice. And he still keeps most of his mutas alive. And Flash's forces are thinning out, but that's going to be a nice hit from Flash. He gets another mutas. Only 7 mutas remaining. We might have 6 at some point. Looks like Flash is trying to find those forces very quickly here. I've never seen this kind of duel lasting into the last minute, guys. This is so insane. And those medics are still keeping Flash in the game. But how many actually Marines do we have? We have 9 Marines. They're going to try to hug this battery. Not the battery, but the barracks. The last Zergling has fallen. So now no more zoning support. It's going to be just mutas. And now we might have finally a barracks in the red. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure if it's going to be in the red or not. Things are going to be looking very tricky. It's 1 barracks in the red versus 2 barracks that are not in the red. And 7 mutas and an Extractor and a couple of Overlord just chilling. That is going to be the game plan. Some Zerglings are going to be checking. And it looks like Flash doesn't know where's the Extractor. He's looking for it. It could not be. I mean, he thinks it's down here. I think this is the only reasonable explanation because he never checked down here. He's not yet gone down here. But he's gonna try to go down here. This mutas is gonna try to just hang out here and just try to buy time here. I think but Effort just need to try to pay attention to these floating barracks. We can actually get a barracks together. Looks like Flash has eliminated one thing from the equation. He knows that this is not gonna be this base. It's gonna be another base here. It looks like these barracks are burning fast though. What is gonna be Flash's plan? If he gets out of the barracks burned, it's gonna be game over for sure. But at the last minute, one of these barracks is still in the yellows. The other ones are going to be in the red. This one is in the yellow one, and Flash is going to be hanging out here to protect this base. Is it going to be a tie? Is it going to be a tie? Have we ever seen a tie game in StarCraft for a long time? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure, guys. 3 barracks remaining. This barracks will land. Can Flash repair it? He cannot. He's just stimming. And Effort would try to die, but the moment he dives in, Flash will stim and win the battle because the mutas are very weak. I guess Effort just need to wait until he's got the full health on his mutas, and that's it. He will dive in. One of these mutas got 16 kills. The other one's got 5. This one's got 10. This game turns out to be unnecessarily long. I thought this game was epic, but epic in a different sense, not like in this kind of sense. Anyways, the last barracks remaining. 494 health out of 1,000 here. Misha's gonna be trying to dive in, and of course, stimming from Flash is still working very well. This is a complete stalemate. We might have the first draw game in a long time, guys. We've never seen a drawn game in StarCraft for like the last 10 years. Not that I know the professional game that has been drawn. There were some games that between Stock and GT play, but that was not a draw. That was a complete stalemate. But in the end, Stock was won with an arbiter recall. And there was one game between Jangmi and Flash, I think, on that Blue Star map, right? Where it was completely stalemated because it was basically just carriers versus floating factories and turrets and Goliaths. So this is gonna be the final dilemma, huh? The final stand down. I guess Flash would just sit here forever and effort. Well, might he try to find some openings here? He's got 6 meters, but he's got more. He's got 7. Does he have a Zerling? He's got a Zerling and some Overlord. That's right. If you dive in here and actually catch one of the Marines off guard, it's gonna be the win here. But it's gonna be very, very tricky. How many Marines does Flash has got? Let's do a quick count. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Marines. A nice stim. And that's gonna be a miss hit from the Mutas. Not able to actually kill any Marines. We might have one Zerling get his time. I'm not so sure about that. These Marines are damaged, but it looks like there's gonna be a dive, and another Marine has died, and it looks like these Mutas still alive. Now, if I can just hang out here low, he dived in a little bit. Honestly, he loses them. Mutas is gonna be a huge mistake. Only 6 Mutas remaining. There are way too many Marines, and that barracks is still alive. This is impossible. This is impossible. I mean, now it's gonna be impossible for Flash to win because he's on a low ground. So actually, if everyone can just hold his high ground, he's gonna be able to win here. And Effort just make sure he doesn't engage. Can actually offer a draw. I think Effort can completely offer Flash a draw here. And Flash would gladly take it, I think. I mean, of course, in a real game, there's gonna be no way. You can do ally victory. That's right. Go for ally victory. It's gonna be the way for you to actually draw this game here. And looks like there's gonna be dive in soon from Flash. I'm not so sure about it. Not so sure about it. Looks like Mutu's gonna dive in here. And there are only how many Mutus remaining? 5 Mutus remaining. How many Marines remaining? I think there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Marines remaining versus 5 Mutas. And Effort is GG, but I guess this game is officially a draw. I don't know. What is your verdict? Who's going to be the win here? If both of the players launch, just leave a comment in the video description. And if you like this game, feel free to buy me coffee. And today's going to be in the video description. Bye-bye.